You thought Spaceballs was just a goofy Star Wars parody? Think again. From lawsuits to farting action figures, here are 20 weird and shocking facts about Spaceballs that even yogurt didn't tell you. Number 1. George Lucas gave his blessing with one weird condition. Mel Brooks personally showed the script to George Lucas. Lucas loved it, but made one request. Don't sell any Spaceballs action figures. Why? Because he was afraid kids would confuse them with Star Wars merch. Number 2. Barf's costume was partly controlled by remote. John Candy played Barf, the half-man, half-dog, but his animatronic ears and tail were controlled by a remote operator off-screen. Sometimes they'd wag without him knowing. Number 3. The word Spaceballs was never meant to be the title. The original working title was Planet Moron, but it sounded too close to a British comedy. Mel Brooks jokingly came up with Spaceballs and the name stuck. Number 4. Rick Moranis improvised most of Dark Helmet's dialogue. Dark Helmet's awkward, nerdy genius? That was all Rick Moranis. He improvised many of his lines, including the infamous, "I see your Schwartz is as big as mine." Number 5. The smell of Yogurt's lair was disgusting. Yogurt's golden lair looks shiny on screen, but in real life it reeked of burning plastic and metallic paint. Crew members had to take breaks to avoid nausea. Number 6. Mel Brooks played 2 roles and rewrote his lines daily. Brooks played both President Scroob and Yogurt. But what's crazier? He rewrote lines on set every morning, often minutes before shooting. Number 7. Spaceballs merch exists, but only as a joke. Even though Lucas banned official toys, the films Spaceballs, the breakfast cereal, Spaceballs, the flamethrower, and others were real on-set prop. They were made just for the movie's merchandising gag. Number 8. The radar jam scene used real raspberry jam. Remember when the radar gets jammed? That gooey mess was actual Smucker's raspberry jam, and it nearly ruined a $250,000 camera lens. Number 9. Michael Winslow's sound effects were done live. The beeps, boops, and voice effects in the control room scene, all done live by Michael Winslow with no post-editing. Even the director of photography stopped filming to watch in awe. Number 10. Pizza the Hutt's costume was dangerous and gross. Pizza the Hutt was made of real melted cheese and rubber. The actor inside could barely breathe and had to be cut out of the suit after overheating. It smelled horrible. Number 11. There was almost a Spaceballs TV show in the 80s. After the movie's success, Mel Brooks was approached for a Spaceballs animated series. He said no. Why? He joked that space is too big to animate. A version finally aired, but not until 2008. Number 12. Alien's chestburster scene was a real crossover. Yes, that's John Hurt from Alien doing the chestburster scene again. His line, "not again," was a real inside joke, and the puppet used was made by the same FX team from the original Alien film. Number 13. Dot Matrix was voiced by Joan Rivers, but played by someone else. Dot Matrix, the golden female robot, was voiced by Joan Rivers, but she didn't wear the suit. That was Lorene Yarnell, a mime and dancer. The two never met during filming. Number 14. Mel Brooks based Dark Helmet on Darth Vader and his dentist. The voice and stiffness of Dark Helmet were inspired by Darth Vader, but also Brooks's own childhood dentist, who had a terrifying breathing sound. Number 15. The film had one of the first on-screen hand sanitizer jokes. President Scroob disinfects after shaking hands with an alien. That wasn't scripted. Brooks improvised it due to a flu outbreak on set, a joke decades ahead of COVID. Number 16. Bill Pullman was cast because they couldn't afford Tom Cruise. Producers wanted a big name like Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks for Lone Starr, but the budget said no, so they went with unknown theater actor Bill Pullman, and it totally worked. Number 17. Mel Brooks's Yogurt makeup took 4 hours a day. Even though Yogurt had a small role, Brooks had to sit in the chair for 4 hours every day just to become the tiny gold guru. He said it was pure torture for 5 minutes of screen time. Number 18. The composer used a vacuum cleaner for one sound effect. Composer John Morris created some effects for the score using an actual Hoover vacuum and a synthesizer. The ship transformation sound? 100% home appliance magic. Number 19. The crew really hated the flamethrower gag. Spaceballs. The flamethrower may be a fan favorite, but crew members complained about filming it, saying the prop was too hot and the fire nearly melted the set. Number 20. Mel Brooks almost passed out in the yogurt suit. During one hot studio day, Brooks wore the gold yogurt suit for too long and nearly collapsed from dehydration and heat exhaustion. He refused to wear it again unless AC was blasting.